So I feel like I should have maybe held a poll to see who I was going to go up against. I think that was the original plan for when I got to this side of the story, but yeah, I wouldn't have gotten too many results on that anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick one of the two at random. The only one I can actually pick given my deck cost is Rex Raptor. I don't think I was really going to intend to go up against him first, but no real reason to pick him over the other, or the other over him, or whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and crack my way into this. So, dinosaurs, if it hasn't been made painfully aware, they benefit from wasteland terrain, and thus the bulk of this board is wasteland. There is also a bit of, little bit of labyrinth there, so that's fine. I don't really have to worry too much about that. That's what Shadow Ghoul's for. Now, I've got a turn to 2900 Vermilion Sparrow in this hand. As for turn 1, we'll just go ahead and throw down the Dark Piercing Light here. I do not understand why the audio in this is ridiculously loud. It's set to 20%. Give me a sec. Yeah, I don't know why it was obnoxiously loud. It didn't seem that way through the first 11 segments, but for some reason I just don't like how it's coming out. Oh, no, it's my speakers. That's what's freaking doing it. I apologize for that. I might have to bump up the game audio. Whatever. I'll have to bump the game audio up in post-production, but let me try to not like jump between 3 different topics of discussion, because that's what lost the last segment for me. Now that monster over there is approaching me quite quickly, so let's go ahead and get this Vermilion Sparrow live. I believe I'm only running 2 copies of Molten Behemoth. I'm not too sure how many of them I'm going to be running against Weevil, because they tend to chew up a lot of deck cost. I'm also kind of hoping that my Guardian of the Throne Room can get over whatever the hell that is on the left there. I'm about to find out. Alright, well past him there. That was base 1000 attack there, so he'd have needed a couple of power-up cards to get over that. And even on the model there, the rockets are green, because I've mentioned this before, but the rockets on the actual IRL card are red. They have red tips. Okay, Alaune. The reason I'm running plants, obviously, is because I've got the forest field, and plants, of course, combining with my zombies, which I'm also running, makes pumpkins, so that's always nice to have. Guess I'll take this turn to throw Shadow of Ice back here, because I'm pretty much just sending this Guardian up to basically either wreck Rex or get wrecked by his, like, Brachioradus or something. Because, like, he's got enough monsters to get over me here. No, it's not Brachioradus, but it's Megazawa, which is not... I mean, 2300's a bit of a thing to get over, but if I can make a Pumpkin, which requires me to get a zombie in hand, which I can't seem to do, that might cause some problems. I don't think plants can combine with winged beasts. I'm about to find out, though. No, I didn't think so. Alright, I guess I'll just keep Marvelous there. Move these 2 across, because I may need to find myself backing the fuck up right quickly. Especially since Megazawa is actually face up now, so he's going to take full advantage of the terrain bonus. That's no good. He can't go into a defense mode now, though. Not that he really intends to, but I figured it'd be a niche idea. Alright, so Fire Yarrow is not quite what I was after. I kind of wanted to hang on to Alaune, just because I can make Rose Spectre done with it. And in Forest Terrain, that's a 2500 beat stick. Well, that's... Yeah, well, I mean, that's 2300, so I could just fit the Burning Spear onto Fire Yarrow, and that will be defensive enough for me, so I'll sit on that for a bit. And I'll just let him swing into my Sparrow, because I don't believe that this guy can run, has anything that can get over Sparrow, at least as powerful as that, without equip spells. So now that he knows that that's just sort of there, he's going to want to back the fuck up. Mind you, he's still going to keep friggin' swinging as hard as he possibly can. And in this case, it's actually going to get him. It's actually going to get him owned, because now I'm actually over his Mega Zowlot. So I'll go ahead and swing into that. Oh shit! I forgot the fucking support range. Fuck my life. Yeah, I have forgot the support range. If that's a Brachioratus, it's going to get over me. Oh shit, he's moving forward. Whatever that is, it is going to get over Sparrow unless I move him right back next to my leader. Back the fuck up. These should make a Stone D. Looks like it's going to. Good stuff. Right, so there's that 2500 stick that can move forward like that. Now if I can get my Shadow Ghoul to move through that center labyrinth there. Why are you still moving forward? You can't get over my Sparrow. And now you've got my bloody Slate Warrior to deal with, so you're in an even more shitty situation. Not really though, I mean, Slate Warrior's effect gives it and any other immortal cards on my board 500, which is fine. I mean, it's 2400 stick, but against stuff like Brachioratus, it's still not going to be enough. The Brachioratus will still die if it swings into this thing, because it creates Crushed Terrain when it's destroyed in battle. Now, that's an interesting thing about all the mortal monsters in general, is that they all share that Crushed Terrain generation ability. And the reason behind that is the reason why Immortals are so interesting, so strange, and actually so busted. They actually do not die from Crushed Terrain. As a matter of fact, Crushed Terrain is the only terrain where they actually happen to get a boost from terrain boosts. Don't know what took me that long to bloody say it, but whatever. Will these two fuse? Yes, they will. That's a pumpkin right there. And I'm quite happy to just sort of let that chill in defense mode, only to be immediately killed by a... what do you call it? Eternal Rest. That's what he did in the last attempt at this segment. Swear to God, if he actually does it again, I'm going to be salt. Nah, he's not got it on board. Alright. So that's just going to keep going up by, I think it's 100? Yeah, it's 100. I think I once went up against Kyber and basically just kept that thing sitting there until it got to max attack, and then just completely ran ragged. Yeah, sure, I'll make another Stone D. Now that I know that this thing is in existence against some stuff like this fellow and Keith, it's going to be pretty damn useful. If not for the raw attack power, especially in this terrain, but it is a considerably large butt, so that's always nice to have. Doesn't seem to want to attack into me though, so I guess I'll do the honors. And that only makes sense, because, I mean, what is it that he's got over there? Oh, Wasteland. I might not mind actually getting another copy or two of that. Magbass, the only fish that would actually benefit from this sort of terrain. Yeah, I can't move any further forward there. I'll see if 2400 is enough to get over that monster. Oh, it's a trap. Okay. Not a very good one either. Well, I mean, it's decent, but I get over that even with 2400, so I can just be like... Don't know what that noise was. Now, what direction is he going to move here? Didn't think he'd want to protect his... Shit. 50 points? You got over me by 50 points. Oh shit. I need to move Stone D back because, as far as I'm concerned, that's probably the only way I'm going to get over that thing, because I can't get my Sparrow all the way over there. So what I think I will do is, I'll do some funny shit with my Flame Ghost, just sort of have it chill back there. Actually, no, that wasn't a very good idea. Alright, never mind. Would not have minded a Cannon Soldier. Because, yeah, there's Slate Warrior. Even with the plus 500, it's still not enough attack-wise to get over Sword Arm of Dragon. But it will generate Crush Terrain, which Sword Arm of Dragon is going to just sit conveniently in there and just sort of immediately die. And if I had another Slate Warrior, which I could get if I went and did the custom duel, because I'm pretty sure he shows up in the slots. But, yeah, no, I didn't think that was the best idea in the world. Alright, well, the fact that Flame Ghost is getting some power means I could probably wreck some house with it, so I'm just going to go ahead and suicide the Stone D here. In before, like, I mean, if it had been promoted, it would probably have gotten a demotion. Well, I don't believe you can get a demotion if you're on the 2nd Lieutenant rank. So that would not have made any real difference. Now, can Wolf merge with... It can merge with Marvelous, but can it merge with Dragon Piper? I don't think it will, so I'll just stick with the Marvelous fusion. If I can get maybe Forest Terrain going, that might not be a bad idea. Especially if I can get it around about where Sparrow is. Okay, Millennium Golem, Gate Dig. Could just keep Pumpkin just moving around there, because 2800 is pretty respectable. And I guess I can throw a Golem down here as a defensive butt on that side in case he somehow manages to get around there, which I don't think he will be doing. Because he's moving the fuck out of there right quick. I'll just keep my Vermilion Sparrow going, I guess. Actually, I'll send Pumpkin over around this other side to sort of cut him off. That's pretty much my plan here. Just keep cutting him off at every single turn I can. Would be even better if I had Shadow Ghoul so I could move through the Labyrinth terrain. I guess for now I can hit him with a 500 here. Yeah, that should be about right. Okay, so he's heading towards that. Okay, so Trachodon is 1800 here, which means Flame Ghost is not going to be able to get over it just by itself. I could put Dragon Piper down as a butt once it dies. Not sure. Alright. Let me move Millennium Golem back a little bit further. Move that there. That way I can just put a Pumpkin down as soon as that thing dies, assuming it's going to. I mean, I'm going to run off assumption that it's going to, so... Yeah, runs into that. No sea terrain to speak of here. I'm fine with that. So, question now is, which direction is he going to move? The other question is, why is he not summoning any more monsters? You'd think he'd be able to, but apparently not. I mean, I'm fine with that, I guess, but it seems a bit weird. So, I'll just leave this Pumpkin in defense mode, see how that goes out. Yeah, I figured he'd move in that direction because Pumpkin would have hit him directly there. The only thing that sucks is that if I get him there, he can't play anything in the labyrinth terrain, so that doesn't count as a summoning space. I could occupy his 2 summoning spaces and beat him through that method. There's Forest, which I don't need at this point in time. Garvis isn't going to be very useful at all. So... Oh, not that it matters, I'm over... Okay. Apologies for overthinking things there, because I just sort of won. I win anyway. Yay. Congratulations for taking like 5 minutes to see something that should have been painfully obvious. Thanks, Brian. Alright, now I get to get some dinosaur-type monsters. I'm not too sure what I really want to get. I wouldn't mind getting another Wasteland. Trachodon... no, that's... I know it's got 500 attack, which sucks. Megazal is 1800, 2000 defense. Would not mind getting a 2-headed King Rex here, actually. And I missed it. I got Invigoration. Invigoration, I believe, is a 300-point boost for Earth monsters. I think that's how that works. So, as of the start of this game, which gives you 2 duelists to choose from, beating Raptor here, aside from getting the first of the White Rose cards, gives you 2 different duelists to choose from. I'm not going to be doing either of these next segment. I'm definitely going to be going after Weevil. Possibly. I mean, I could be going after this guy, because he is kind of He's kind of if that makes sense. And not just because he's got the second lowest deck cost of any character in this game, but yeah. The other one is this dickhead, who he actually has a fairly decent amount of cards. He's primarily Fiend based, as you might expect, but he's actually got a decent amount of cards that can prove useful. So, but I think I'll stick with the Weevil next time. We've fought Butthead, we get Beavis out of the way, and then we can move forward, because I'm going to end up having a choice of 4 different duelists to choose from once I've beaten this fellow. So, yeah, I will work out how to get my deck cost below his in a way that will still benefit me in regards to actually making good fusions and shit. And then next time we're getting over this idiot. End. That's the second fucking time I've done that in 3 segments. Why do I keep forgetting this? I've not had a problem with the first half, but now I just like, oh no, you've got to do this. God's sake. I bet you anything this card sucks as well. 562. What did we get? Twin Long Rods number 1. Yeah, that card's shit. Why am I not surprised? God, I wonder if this... I do sometimes wonder if this is even worth it. I gotta... For God's sakes, can we maybe just get this thing visible, please? Okay, thank you. And they're all but one of these digits are freaking numbers. I mean, yeah, excuse my just failure to commentate this section because I'm just slightly pissed off and my brain's just not... It's just like, no, we're not going to work for you. No, you have to work for me because I want to get the segment done. No, we're not going to make that happen. But yeah, piece of shit card. Never going to use it. There you go. End for real this time.